Hey, what is up, investors? Jason here. In this video, we're going to be talking about two of my favorite EV charging stocks, and that is Chargepoint and BLNK Charging. Now, I've compared both these stocks before a while back ago, and in this video, I want to talk about a price prediction of these two because these two stocks aren't exactly created equally. There is actually a big difference in market cap between these two companies. We got BLNK Charger, of course, their stock price is even more money than ChargePoint's, but they're a much smaller company in comparison to how large ChargePoint is. So what I want to do in this video is I just want to talk about both these, analyze both these stocks for a little bit, and then talk about where I can see these stocks going. So as we get to it, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor. Please be sure to smash, destroy, annihilate, or just gently press that like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. That really does help a lot, and it really helps move these videos to more people that might find it interesting. Also, subscribe if you have not already, and if you're interested in being a Patreon and helping support this channel even more, I have one. The link is in the description, and there's a private Discord attached to that. Thanks to all Patreons. Now let's get to it. So this is Chargepoint stock over the last year, ticker symbol CHPT. Now, Chargepoint went public through a SPAC merger, and it really gained a whole lot of momentum in November. And you can see the stock really skyrocketed in November, by the way. Now, it went to a high in December that was a little bit under $50, and it was actually $49.48 was its 52-week high, and that was late in December. And then just like many other EV stocks, we saw them start taking a drop in February, and that's exactly what happened to ChargePoint. You know, when you see these big run-ups in these stocks, just as quickly as they go up, they can be coming down eventually. So always something to keep in mind. And that's what we saw happen in February leading into March. And then at the end of March, we saw that ChargePoint stock had a possibility of looking like it was going to go up again. But that was also a very steep increase real fast, and then it basically sold off again. But right now what we're seeing with ChargePoint stock is that we're seeing it more gradually going up right now at the moment. And that's something that I really like seeing. I like seeing a stock that's gradually increasing in its price. Now, if we look at ChargePoint stock from June 1st to July 1st, ChargePoint is up about 35%. And ChargePoint stock was actually up a bit more on July 29th. The stock would have been up about 50%, but you got to expect there's always going to be pullback. So, but seeing that it's up about 35% over a 1 month period, I love that. I like seeing that. Now, looking at what the analysts are saying, out of 8 different analysts offering a 12-month price prediction, the analysts seem to really like this stock. Now, looking at it from its current price of about $33, the low that they're giving ChargePoint is $28, and the median is $39. So right now, ChargePoint's sitting at a pretty good price between the low and the median right now, and it still has plenty of room to go to get to the median. Now, as far as the high goes, a high of $46. In my opinion, I think we're going to see ChargePoint go above that $46. I think ChargePoint's easily going to go to $50, and I think we're going to be seeing that possibly by December. Going into the next new year, you know, there's going to be a lot of bullish activity on EVs, and I think we're going to be seeing all these EV stocks moving up to those higher prices because we saw people willing to pay much higher prices for ChargePoint in the past. We saw ChargePoint at prices that was above $46, you know, just a little bit above $46 back in January. So I think if people were willing to pay for that stock back then at those prices, they're going to be willing to pay for that stock again going into this new year. As we're seeing all this bullish activity going on with EVs again, I think it's very possible. And I also want to point out this momentum that we're seeing this stock currently on right now, the way that it's going up, way better than the momentum that was going on back in November 2020. This is showing that there's more serious buyers in ChargePoint right now buying this stock. Really like seeing that. Now, something else I want to point out with ChargePoint real quick is that ChargePoint's market cap is $10.1 billion. Now, let's look over at what we're seeing with BLNK Charging. BLNK Charging's market cap is $1.6 billion. So keep in mind that BLNK is a much smaller company in comparison to market cap than ChargePoint is. Now, when we look over at BLNK Charging, what we can see over this last year is that BLNK went from a price that was about $7, $8, $9 a share in October of 2020 to quickly in November of 2020, just going up really quickly. And that's the same thing that we saw Chargepoint do as well. Now, BLNK went to a price that was as high as $64.50 was its high. And just like ChargePoint and every other EV out there, Blink Charging then dropped off in February. And it's kind of just been an up and down game here. And currently where Blink is at about $40 a share at this moment. But remember, keep in mind that people were willing to pay $64.50 for the stock at one time. So the price right now is still about 2/3 of where the stock was during its high. So it still has plenty of room to go, in my opinion, if we were to look at its 52-week range here. Plenty of room to go to prices that people were willing to pay for it. So looking at Blink here from a more zoomed in look, when Blink was as high as back in January, and then when it started dropping in February, the stock has been showing a whole lot of resistance from that time. If we actually really look at it, from its lowest points of 2021, the stock doesn't seem like it wants to go that much below. Doesn't seem like it wants to go much below $30 a share. If it does, it quickly wants to go back up from that point. And if the stock was to go above $42 a share, it quickly wants to go back down. That's kind of been the trend that it's on right now. So currently where the stock price is at, it's really close to that threshold where it can show a whole lot of resistance going down. But when we do compare this stock to how much it's moved since the middle of May, it's actually gone up a lot. It's actually from it being as low of $26 a share in May to where it's currently at. We saw the stock move actually about 50% during that time. So it has a whole lot of momentum right now, and hopefully that we can start seeing some momentum come back to the stock. I'm currently making this video on a day we did see a bit of pullback. Now, if we look at what the analysts are saying about Blink Charging, now 4 analysts are offering a 12-month price prediction here. So this is just between 4 analysts, whereas there's even more analysts that are talking about Chargepoint. But the low is $32, the medium is $38, so right now it's above the median price, and the high is $60. Now, if we look at where people were willing to pay for this stock, at its highest points of 2021, we know that it was above $60 a share. So I wouldn't be surprised with the activity that we've been seeing with this stock that we don't see it go above what the analysts are saying, because that's very possible. I mean, when the stock went as high as it did, the analysts didn't project that. So a whole lot could really be going on if there is a whole lot of bullish activity with EV stocks. And there is a whole lot of activity with the EV stocks, because both Chargepoint and Blink, they both made deals with GM. There's a whole lot going on with all that, with more charging stations, more networks being offered with more vehicles. You know, so many companies trying to compete with Tesla's charging stations. So many companies are teaming up with ChargePoint and Blink Charging to try to get a good, stable charging network into their vehicles and services that they can offer. But as far as the size of these charging networks, I mean, ChargePoint has a very large charging network, and I think that ChargePoint has a whole lot of ability to really grow that stock even more. Now, I think that there's still a lot of possibilities with Blink Charging, but in my personal opinion right now, I think that we're going to see the biggest gains actually coming from ChargePoint if we were to buy ChargePoint at this point and hold that stock for the next 6 months. I personally think that we would see the best gains coming from ChargePoint, but still really good gains also coming from Blink Charging. Now, I know that many people don't like Blink Charging that much. Many people don't like ChargePoint that much. There is love and hate with both these stocks, but both of them, in my opinion, I think that they're still good companies. I think that there's still a whole lot to come from both of these. The way I look at it is you're buying basically like stocks in gas, oil, all that stuff is what you're doing when you're buying these EV charge stations, because times are changing. This is the route that people are going, and we're seeing more and more in these large companies like GM, Ford, getting into building electric vehicles, spending so much money on converting their factories into building electric vehicles. I really think that this is like the next big gold rush here, buying into these EV charging station stocks. A lot of possibilities to be coming from them. So anyways, with all that being said, I'd actually like to hear what you guys have to say. Which ones do you like more? Do you like ChargePoint? Do you like Blink? What do you think about my predictions here? Do you think that we're going to be seeing both these hitting prices that are above the forecast that the analysts are saying by January of 2022? Let's say right there, let's put that price prediction right there, that I think that we can see this going to above the highs of what the analysts are saying by that time. So anyways, with that being said, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. New videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video coming very soon. Thank you for watching.